I'm someone that's been affected by the HIV/AIDS virus differently than a lot of other people. I've watched people I know wither away and die because of decisions they made that they ended up living with for the rest of their life. HIV is what you originally contract, and then depending on how compromised your immune system is, it evolves into AIDS. And it can be, from a few weeks to months to hell. Even I know people that didn't contract it till like 14, 15 years later. But it's still a disease that is mostly contracted by the bodily fluids that are exchanged during sex. And the reason this is happening still is because people that have it have sex with each other because they love each other and that's what they decide to do. But it's stupid. It's a disease that can easily be protected against by abstention. And I know people are going to be like, oh, well, you're like a holy roller and all that. No, I'm not. I'm a realist. I've seen like 4 people I know die because of that. Not everyone gets it by choice. Some people get it because they get raped. Some people get it because they're born with it and their family didn't have the money for the medication. But that's not the point. The point is, the actual virus itself is so rapidly mutating, they can't get a handle on it. They can't find a cure for it. The rigorous treatments, that's all we got right now. You can't sit there and tell these people that they're barbarian, that these doctors are barbarians for putting them on what they're on. It gives people life for a lot longer than they had before. And you can't say that people have a birthright to sleep around. Okay, fine, we have our birthright to go procreate and everything else. But that doesn't mean, go fuck everyone in San Francisco or LA or New York or London, Paris, Milan, or wherever you live just because you can. That just is part of the problem because of that attitude. No one ever said it was a disease that was just given to, the gays in the world. It isn't. It's something that affects everyone. It affects people in Africa, for Christ's sakes, because young girls are getting raped or what they consider to be spiritually healed from having AIDS, when they're technically getting raped by the chiefs of their tribe and by their fathers, because they all have it, and they think by having sex with these young girls that they're going to fix it. But it isn't. It's just making it go on. People think that condoms are going to help fix it. It doesn't. It only provides, so much protection. The virus itself is so small it can penetrate through the plastic of the condom. For Christ's sake, people, no one tells you that, do they? They don't tell you that in sex ed. They just throw a condom at you and say, oh, have a nice fucking day. It's something that affects everyone in some way, shape, or form. If you don't know someone with AIDS or HIV, you're gonna know someone within the next 20 years unless they get a handle on it. Or unless people finally fucking figure out that it's not something everyone wants to live with. Everyone that I've ever known didn't want to live with it. Hates the idea of living with it. Was so scared of the possibility of giving it to their children or doing something stupid with it. I know parents that, they've had it because they got it from their husband or their boyfriend or whoever they had sex with and they got pregnant and they gave the drug, they did the, rigorous treatment so their kids didn't have it. That to me seems to be one of the most selfless things you can do. And until people start learning that abstention is one of the main keys to downing the percentage of people that actually have AIDS and HIV, will be the key to us being able to study it long enough. I've worked for the AIDS Foundation. I've seen it. I've seen what it does to people. Firsthand. Now, how many of you can say that you have? It's one of those things that people need to understand that you just don't. You can get it by just fucking someone one time. Hell, you can get it from someone who, fucked 20 other girls and one of those girls had HIV and didn't get tested. The key is to get tested to know. And if you think you have it, then go get tested. Don't give it to someone else because you were stupid. Because by sleeping around, you're only helping the problem instead of correcting it. This is KO out on HIV/AIDS, bitches.